Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. I am Miss Bushra Tanveer. This is Pakistan Studies class for grade 8. This is our 18th video of this Pakistan Studies class. In this video, we shall study chapter number 2 from Pakistan Studies book. Dear students, after today's lesson, you will be able to understand the text given in chapter 2. You will also be able to do the short question answer and the MCQs from chapter 2. Dear students, in our today's lesson, we shall continue chapter 2. Few of the headings we discussed in our previous video. Now we shall start our lesson from chapter 2, book page 28. The title of the chapter, Making of Pakistan. The first subheading is General Elections 1945 to 46. After the failure of Shimla Conference, it was necessary to estimate the position of the political parties in the eyes of the people and which party can run the future of the subcontinent. In these circumstances, in order to discover the public trends, the British government announced of holding the general elections. It was decided that the central and the provincial legislature elections would be held in January 1945. All the political parties of India announced to contest the elections. Dear students, now the explanation of these lines, we shall start now. The general elections were imperative in the sense that the government intended to know the real political force of every political party. The future of the subcontinent was to be decided in the light of the people's mandate in the elections. The failure of Shimla Conference 1945 and its responsibility was the important issue in those days. The election could clarify the situation. Which political party was holding the just stand? There was also a pressure of USA on UK to find out the solution of the political problems of the subcontinent. To know the people's mind, the government announced the election schedule, the election of the Federal Assembly, and all provincial assemblies were to be held in December 1945 and January 1946 respectively. All the political parties welcomed this decision. Yes, students, now the next subheading is Manifestos of Congress and Muslim League. It was the manifesto of the Congress that South Asia will be liberated as a single unit. No scheme of partition will be acceptable to them. Congress claimed itself to be the representative of all the communities and sections of the people living in the subcontinent, and that the Muslims also agree to the viewpoint of the Congress. Quaid-e-Azam Rahmatullah affirmed that the general election will prove plebiscite regarding Pakistan. If the Muslims stood with the Muslim League, it meant that they wanted Pakistan, otherwise the demand for a separate homeland should be considered as rejected. Muslim League stepped in the arena of elections, claiming that it was the only representative of Muslims of the subcontinent. Dear students, now the explanation of these lines, Manifesto of the Congress and Muslim League means that in the election, what was the programs or the declaration or the platform of the Congress and the Muslim League. First of all, we discuss about the manifesto of the Congress. The Congress highlighted the demand for liberation of United India in its manifesto and rejected the idea of partition in any form. The Congress asserted that it was the only political party that could claim to be popular among the people of different communities. The election had to decide whether the claim of India National Congress was just, and the large number of Muslims were in the support of it. And now in the second we shall discuss about the manifesto of Muslim League. The Muslim League entered the arena and made a big claim that it was only Muslim political party and the Muslims had no sympathy with any other political party. The Muslim League highlighted partition in its manifesto. The Quaid-e-Azam termed the election as referendum on one issue, and the issue was Pakistan or nor Pakistan. He made it clear that the defeat of Muslim League would mean burial of the idea of the creation of Pakistan, and if the Muslims support All India Muslim League, no power on earth would be able to stop the creation of Pakistan. Dear students, now the next subheading is election campaign. All the political parties launched huge election campaign. Congress wanted to frustrate the Muslim League at any cost. Its leaders toured the length and breadth of the India. Point number 2, Congress made election alliances with Unionist Party, Ahrar, Jamaat-ul-Ulama Hind and other Muslim parties and took every possible step to create obstacles in the way of the Muslim League. On the other hand, since the elections were life and death issue for the Muslims, the leader of the Muslim League toured the country wide. Dear students, now the explanation of this line. The election campaign, first I shall explain you the election campaign of Congress. All political parties campaigned during the election. The two major political parties stood against each other. Congress wanted to check the intentions of the Muslim League at every cost. The leader traveled from north to south and east to west. People's Contact campaign went on full swing. Congress compromised with Majlis-e-Ahrar, Jamaat-ul-Ulama Hind and Unionist Party. A big election alliance of 4 parties were formed against Muslim League. And on the other side, the election campaign of Muslim League, the Muslim League did not make any compromise with any other party and contested all the important seats single-handedly. The elections were a matter of life and death for Muslims. And for the Muslim League, the Quaid-e-Azam toured throughout the subcontinent and pursued the Muslim to realize the importance of the election. The trend of Muslim masses was clear enough and many important personalities joined the Muslim League. The graph of the popularity of the Muslim League went up day by day. Quaid-e-Azam openly challenged that the Muslim League would prove the demand for Pakistan as the only option left for Muslims, and also the slogans of the Muslims बन के रहेगा पाकिस्तान, लेके रहेंगे पाकिस्तान were the slogans raised by the Muslims in the streets, bazaars and the processions and electoral meetings. The Muslims expressed their feelings by writing them on the walls. The Muslims students temporarily discontinue their studies and toured cities, towns and villages. Pakistan Zindabad was the slogan. Each day the popularity of it increased. Dear students, now the next subheading is results of the election. The Central Legislature elections were held in December 1945. These elections were held on the basis of the separate electorates. 30 seats were reserved for the Muslims throughout the subcontinent. Candidates of the Muslim League won the election on all the 30 reserved seats. Thus, Muslim League got 100% success. The provincial legislature elections were held in 1946. In all the provincial legislatures, altogether 492 seats were reserved for the Muslims. Muslim League captured 428 seats. Thus, the Muslim League got splendid victory at provincial level too. Dear students, now the explanation of these lines. The result of election. The election of Federal Assembly were held in the end of 1945 on the basis of separate electorate. 30 seats were allocated to the Muslims. The Muslim League won all the seats. It was a great victory for the Muslims. Then the results of the elections on the provincial level. The provincial elections were held in early 1946. The Muslim League defeated its rivals on 434 seats out of 495 Muslim seats, and the Muslims won or they captured 428 seats out of 492. It was again a decisive victory. Many political parties supported the Indian National Congress, but defeat was their destiny. Then the next explanation for Muslim League came out victorious. The claim of Quaid-e-Azam proved true, and demand for Pakistan was supported by the absolute majority of the Muslims. Now no power on earth could stop Pakistan from coming into being. And Quaid-e-Azam said Muslims had never been a minority. They were a perfect nation and they had the right to establish an independent state in those areas where they were in majority. Dear students, now the MCQs from this chapter, page number 48. The first MCQ is, who presented the Pakistan resolution? The correct option, A.K. Fazlul Haq. MCQ number 2, when did Sindh Muslim League pass a resolution in favor of partition? 1908, 1918, 1928, 1938. The correct option is option D, 1938. MCQ number 3, a mission of British government came to India in 1942 under the headship of Sir Patrick Lawrence, Mr. A.V. Alexander, Sir Stafford Cripps or Lord Wavell? The correct option is option number C, Sir Stafford Cripps. MCQ number 4. When did Quaid-e-Azam presented his famous 14 points? 1909, 1919, 1929, 1939. The correct option is option C, 1929. Students, now the next MCQ is, who presided over the session of the provincial as well as central legislature selected on the ticket of Muslim League at Delhi on April 1946? लियाकत अली खान, सरदार अब्दुल रब नश्तर, अल्लामा मोहम्मद इकबाल और कायद-ए-आज़म. The correct option is option D, कायद-ए-आज़म. Next MCQ is, when was the Lucknow Pact made between Muslim League and Congress? 1916, 1926, 1936, 1946. The correct option is 1916. The next MCQ is, how many ministers from Muslim League were included in the interim government 1946? 2, 3, 4, 5. The correct option is D, 5. Next MCQ is, when was the Indian Independence Act approved? 14 August 1947, 18 July 1947, 24th October 1948, 3rd June 1948. The correct option is option B, 18 July 1947. Dear students, now the next MCQ is, in which annual session of All India Muslim League was the Pakistan Resolution passed? 1940, 1929, 1949 or 1946? The correct option is option A, 1940. Next MCQ is, the year of the Delhi Muslim proposal is 1926, 1927, 1932, 1929. The correct option is option B, 1927. The next MCQ is, the World War II broke out in dash. MCQ number 1, number A option 1914, 1919, 1939 and 1945. The correct option is 1939. Next MCQ is, when was the Battle of Plassey fought? 1557, 1657, 1757 or 1857? The correct option is 1757. Next MCQ is, when did Quaid-e-Azam join the Muslim League? Quaid-e-Azam option A, 1914, 1913, 1916, 1919. The correct option is 1913. Yes, students, the last MCQ is, how many princely states were there in the subcontinent when the partition of India took place? Option A, 605, 625, 615, 635. The correct option is 635. Yes, students, now we shall see match column A with column B. The first event, Shimla Conference, held in 1945. Rowlatt Act, held in 1919. The next event, Cripps Mission, held in 1942. Cabinet Mission Plan, 1946, and Gandhi Jinnah Talks, 1944. Dear students, now the fill in the blanks from the exercise. First blank is, dash launched civil obedience movement and Quit India movement. the blank space word Gandhiji. Blank number 2, the Muslims got 428 seats in the provincial assembly election in 1946. Fill in the blanks. Number 3, cabinet mission plan consists of 3 British ministers. Fill in the blanks. Number 4, when India was partitioned, Lord Mountbatten was the Viceroy of India. Fill in the blanks. Number 5, the Lahore resolution was presented by A.K. Fazlul Haq. Fill in the blanks. Number 6, Jinnah Gandhi talks began in the year 1944. Fill in the blanks. Number 7, the cabinet mission proposed to make India a union. Fill in the blanks. Number 8, the Muslim League declared the day of 16 August 1946 as Direct Action Day. Fill in the blanks. Number 9, the head of Boundary Commission for the Partition of India was Radcliffe. And the last blank space or last fill in the blanks, the Indian Independence Act was approved on 18th July 1947. Dear students, now we shall see the short question answer. The short question is, write the text of Pakistan resolution. The resolution declared no constitutional plan would be workable or acceptable to the Muslims unless geographical contiguous units are demarcated into regions which should be so constituted with such territorial readjustments as may be necessary that the areas in which the Muslims are numerically in majority, as in the northwestern and eastern zones of India, should be grouped to constitute independent states in which the constituent units shall be autonomous and sovereign. It further reads that adequate, effective and mandatory safeguards shall be specifically provided in the Constitution for minorities in the units and in the regions for the protection of their religious, cultural, economic, political and administrative and other rights of the minorities with their consultation. Arrangements thus should be made for the security of Muslims where they were in a minority. Students, now the next short question is, describe the manifestos of Muslim League and the Congress in the general election 1945 to 46. Manifesto of Congress and Muslim League. It was the manifesto of a Congress that South Asia will be liberated as a single unit. No scheme of partition will be acceptable to them. Congress claimed itself to be representative of all the communities and the sections of all the people living in the subcontinent, that the Muslims also agree to view point of the Congress. Quaid-e-Azam Rahmatullah Alayh affirmed that the general election will prove plebiscite regarding Pakistan. If the Muslims stood with the Muslim League, it meant they wanted Pakistan. Otherwise, the demand for a separate homeland should be considered as rejected. Muslim League stepped in the arena of elections, claiming that it was the only representative of the Muslims of the subcontinent, although there existed some other Muslim parties, yet none of them represented the majority of the Muslims. Muslim League wanted the partition of the South Asia in the accordance with the Pakistan resolution, so the Muslims could have full authority in the areas having Muslim in majority. Dear students, now the homework: learn and write MCQs, match the column, fill in the blanks, and short question answers which are done today. Dear students, this is the last video of our syllabus. So the syllabus of final term is finished, and this is the last topic which we discussed in our today's video. This is the last video of the final term. See you in the next session, inshallah. Goodbye.